Please, I can't sleep.
It's time to listen to Courtney at last on the Ramblings of an Insomniac podcast.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Ramblings of an Insomniac. I am Courtney. Hello. You might be able to hear the fountain in the background. I'll probably go closer because it's quite soothing. At least I like it. Sometimes it makes you feel like you have to pee. So, there's that. Anyway, hello. I know I had a major outburst on my last podcast. I went a little cuckoo, got a little fired up. But dang, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I know I kind of lost my mind a little, but honest to gravy, there's times when you're like, seriously, I have my cup and it's overflowing, but it's overflowing of nonsense and malarkey. And there's only so much people can take, right? I try really hard to be patient because I know that sometimes when somebody finally snaps and you see somebody or you hear about someone snapping, it's like, I'm not condoning, obviously, violence at all. I'm not condoning violence. I'm not condoning bad things. But sometimes when people snap, you're like, damn, I've been there. There's only so much a person can take. There's only so many times you can push and push and push before someone snaps. There's an entire show called Snapped because of women that have snapped because they have been pushed and pushed. Again, not trying to condone violence. I'm not trying to condone murder. I don't want anyone thinking that. But my God, sometimes when the justice system, when you've called the cops and you've tried restraining orders and you've tried it the correct way and it doesn't work and it does nothing, and you've tried communicating with that person and you've just tried every single aspect to get somebody to leave you alone and they don't, and you finally snap and you lose your shit. Again, I'm not saying it's okay to kill. I'm just saying sometimes you're going to punch somebody in the face. And honestly, I do think that's okay because you can't keep backing somebody into a corner and picking and picking. That's what a bully is. Sometimes it takes a bully getting punched in their throat to knock it off. It's just, again, everybody has a breaking point. Everybody has a point where they can't take it anymore. And there are sociopaths out there and control freaks and abusive people who will take advantage and just keep going and going and going to intentionally try to get you fired up, to intentionally try to get you to snap so that they can turn around and play the victim. And frankly, because they get off on it, they ejaculate over it. It's crazy. Oh my God, I'm trying to pick up dog poop while also talking into my phone, y'all. Because I also have 3 leashes in my hand. Look at what a good Samaritan I am. I want it all noted. Everybody listening out there, I am picking up my dog poop. It's so rude when people don't pick up their dog poop. Who does that? Who just lets their dog shit and then be like, I'm not picking that up. I get it if you're out in the middle of the woods and it's off the trail. I'm not going to lie. I don't pick up my dog's shit when it's in the middle of the woods and it's off the trail. Now, if they pooped in the trail or pooped even close to the trail where I think someone might step on it, all right, I'll pick it up. But I don't need to pick up biodegradable. I've never understood this either. So you're going to pick up poop that's already biodegradable, it's seriously super biodegradable poop is. and you're going to use a plastic bag. Even if it's a biodegradable plastic bag, it is still going to take quite a while to break down. It doesn't just dissolve into the earth. And so I get picking it up so that other people don't step on it. Like, I totally get that. But if you're in the middle of the woods and your dog poops and it's off the trail, don't be a weirdo and pick it up. That's weird. It's actually kind of almost worse for the environment if you do that, really. Anyway, got sidetracked, squirrel. Control. Oh, I don't know now what I was talking about. God damn it. I will say this. What's the difference between being super insecure and a narcissist? Is that a crazy question? Are you like, well, they're vastly different. They're opposites, total opposites. But I don't know. Are they? And what's worse? A narcissist being with a massive narcissist or a majorly insecure person? Show of hands. Who feels it's worse to be with a massive narcissist? Raise your hands. Who feels it's worth to be with someone that is massively insecure? I don't know. I don't have an answer. I think they're both bad. I've been with both, and yet I also feel like I have been with someone recently that's both somehow. I don't know how you can be a narcissist, both narcissistic and insecure, but I feel like they are. Probably it's just really, really insecure, so they come off like they're a narcissist. They come off confident, but they're not. And they talk about how great they are all the time. They talk about how much better they are than everybody. And I think that comes from extreme insecurity, which then leads to massive abuse and control. But it's really weird, though, because it is, I think, bad being with someone that's really insecure and bad being with someone that's really narcissistic. I don't know. Just my opinion. I feel they both have, when you're with someone that's really insecure, they do the whole thing where they always think you're cheating. They think if you even happen to glance over and there happens to be a man or a woman in your line of sight, that somehow you're looking at that person and then they're like, do you think I'm pretty? Do you think I'm handsome? Do you think I'm great? What do you like about me? That kind of stuff. And it's all the time. That gets annoying. But it also gets annoying when someone just doesn't give a shit about you and genuinely thinks that they're amazing and genuinely thinks that they're above everybody. I don't know. Food for thought. I'm going to walk over by the fountain so y'all can hear the fountain. Come on, pooches. I'm walking my dogs. It's nighttime and it's a weekend. I don't know. There's not really a lot of people out, but I suppose it is December. Probably not going to be a ton of people. Well, it's not a weekend. What am I talking about? See, I'm tired. It really is called Ramblings of an Insomniac for a reason. I am exhausted. I don't have a clue what day it is. 1 minute, I think it's Saturday. The next minute, I think it's Friday. And it is not Friday or Saturday. It's Thursday. So, anyway, I wish you could see the lights. They're really pretty. I should put this on YouTube where people can see the lights. I should come down and walk through it. It's kind of cute. Anyway, so what else is on my mind? I just did a podcast yesterday and now my mind is blanking out. And I don't want to keep doing cranky podcasts. I don't want to keep doing these like whiny podcasts or angry ones, because I know that my last podcast, I was pretty like, rah, I was like roid raging. I was Hulk. I was like all green and ripping off my shirt and roiding out. But honestly, how can you not, like with how people behave nowadays? Like how do you not go crazy? But I guess that's just making excuses, right? And is it okay, in your opinion, is it okay to hit a bully if they're a genuine bully, if they've genuinely just picked and picked and poked and poked and poked and poked, and you've asked them to stop, you've said politely, you've done all the things you're supposed to do. You've done all the things that counselors and people say that you should do if a bully is bullying you, and it doesn't work. And you've tried it, numerous times. Is it okay to finally like punch them? I say yes. I say 100%. Sorry, that's me. I'm old school. I say, after you've tried everything else, I'm not saying that should be your first resort. Again, not condoning violence. Although, have you seen what happens in Vegas with Cameron Diaz and Lake, what's her name? Lake something or something Lake, where they open the door and she punches the guy in the balls and she's like, you know why? And the guy's like, why? And she's like, you know why? Cracks me up. I'm not going to lie. I kind of want to do that to somebody. I want to knock on someone's door that I don't like and open the door and punch them in the balls. And they'll go, why? Oh, why? And I'll go, you know why? I know that's terrible, isn't it? I would never do that. I honestly would not do that, but I want to do it. I'm not going to lie. Does that make me a bad person that I want to do that? I wouldn't. So I think that makes me a good person, right? I'm actually a good person because I wouldn't do it. But what if the person really deserved it, though? Anyway, violence. Is it okay? Are there any scenarios where it's okay? Again, I say with a bully, after you've tried everything else, you should absolutely punch them in the nose. I'm not saying you should go crazy and like beat the holy crap out of them until they're a bloody mess. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying go Cujo. I'm just saying, smack them around a little until they understand. It's my opinion. It's how I handle it, but not saying it's correct. Anyway, what else has been on my mind? I kind of want to try to walk up to the fountain, but my dogs are they have another agenda. Come on, Henry. They've got something else planned. Basically, I just wanted to say, hey, kind of sorry for my outburst. Sorry I got a little cuckoo, but again, I feel like, man, it's that bully thing. It's that you can only take so much. You can only, 8 years of just constant, incessant crying and constant, incessant violence and destruction and hypocrisy and insanity and crime. It just gets old, It's like, Jesus, calm down. Like, you need to calm down, as Taylor Swift says, as much as I hate her, but it's like, you need to calm down. You need to just stop. I don't remember the words, but that Taylor Swift song. People need to. I'm over it. And it goes to the bullying thing. At what point people have a breaking point. People have a point that they just have had enough. And 8 years is enough, and they're already starting. They want to start the 9th year. It's like they want to go for number 9 and number 10, 11 and 12. They want 12 years of this. And then they're not going to stop because if somebody else gets elected they don't like, they're going to wow, 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 boo, boo, boo. Like, honestly, quit your crying. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of bullies and I'm tired of crybabies. Like, just be a goddamn adult, okay? Be normal. Is there such thing as normal anymore? Is there such thing as normal anymore? Is anybody out there? I know you guys are normal. I'm not normal. Oh, hey, you know what? I'm not normal. I guess I can't really claim to be normal. I'm probably a basket case and I'm probably a real shit show. So I guess I can't even claim to be normal, but God, just stop with the hypocrisy. Stop with the not caring about babies' lives and people's lives. Stop with the bullying, Stop with the narcissism. Stop with the insecurity. Stop with the controlling. It's insane. Nobody wants it anymore. Ah, yeah. Whoa, I feel like I just saw a ghost. But I didn't. But I feel like I did. That was creepy. Anyway, hey, shout out to everybody out there that is just now listening, or if this ain't their first rodeo, thank you, thank you, thank you. I super duper appreciate it. I greatly appreciate it. Welcome. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Everybody's welcome, of all shapes and sizes, all colors and God's creation. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your background is. I really don't. I just care if you're an asshole. I just care if you talk out your ass. I don't care if you make mistakes. I don't care if you're ignorant on topics. I'm ignorant on many, many, many things. I'm very ignorant on many things. So I don't care what your education level is. I don't care what your race is, color, sexual orientation, political orientation, any of that. You're all welcome. You really are. I just don't like hypocrisy. I don't like bullies. And I don't like people talking out their ass without doing their research. And if you're going to do that, then admit you're wrong. You know, apologize when you're wrong. Admit you're wrong. Admit you don't know what you're talking about if you've been proven incorrect. You know what I'm saying? But everybody's welcome and everybody is appreciated. I super duper appreciate you. So thank you. That sounded weird. I don't know why I said that. But anyway. So we're going to wrap this up because I am tramping around in what seems to be like a marsh now at this point in my brand new, really groovy, patriotic shoes. And I'm getting them dirty. Dag gummit. Ugh, this has turned into a journey. All right. The trials of having to walk my dogs now. I'm not used to it. Change. Actually, I very much can handle change. I don't mind change. I mean, I just need like a day or two to get used. I mean, a day or two notice, give me like a day or two and tell me something's going to change and I can adjust, and change is fine. I can adapt. I'm very adaptable. Yeah, on that note, that was very random. This is just kind of a random shit show of a podcast, like most of mine. For those of you just tuning in, I want you to know it doesn't get a whole lot better than this. I usually get sidetracked. I get distracted. You'll hear things like that car in the background. You'll hear the car and mufflers. You'll hear fountains. You'll hear dogs, and it's not good sound quality. I talk about just random stuff with just me. Once in a while, I have guests like my family. I do plan on having more guests, though. So if you're just tuning in, sometimes I get really fired up. Sometimes I talk about relationships, and sometimes I talk about family, politics, random nonsense, dog training, everything. Quite literally, no topic is off the table. So if you're just tuning in, or again, if this is not your first rodeo, thank you very much. And I hope you continue listening. I would be so grateful. If anybody emails me, I'll give you a shout out. I'll do a cheer. I will do a frickin' cheer for you. Tell a friend, tell a coworker, tell a family member, listen to me on the way to or from work, or if you're trying to go to sleep, whatever. Thank you so much. Until next time, thank you for listening to the ramblings of an insomniac.